In Montreal, Lucille had trained to work with children. In Uganda, she becomes a war surgeon. Her patients are torn apart by shrapnel and explosive bullets. Their bone fragments are like razor blades. Lucille cuts her hands again and again, but keeps operating. This was before anyone knew of AIDS.
It happened, we cannot have a proof, but it is certainly due to the fact that I have been, before the virus was discovered and before we knew the danger of contact with blood, I have been contaminated certainly during my war surgery. I did more than 1,000 gunshot wound operation.
In 1994, an uneasy peace has returned to northern Uganda. Twice a week, the train brings patients from all over the country to St. Mary's Hospital. Others have made their way from Zaire, Sudan, even Rwanda. The largest group carry a disease that can be treated, but not healed. AIDS is decimating this part of Africa. But still working on the ward, 10 years after she was diagnosed, Lucille refuses to give up. She's stubbornly beaten back pneumonia and cancer. With each attack, she gets weaker, but she refuses to see herself as special, never mind brave.
I must say that I have never made a tragedy of this disease. You know, we have got this one. Somebody else could get a cancer, somebody else could get hepatitis. This is the risk of the profession. Not every profession, but many professions are having their own risk and does not prevent people to go on doing their profession. Remember how many journalists died in Yugoslavia this war. I think it's more than 100, I don't know. I don't have the figure, but it's very high. But they keep on, they don't stop going to do their job because of that. So in surgery, especially, but also in medicine, there is a certain risk, and we must take this risk if you want to do your job. So I took the risk, and I was unlucky.
The man who has loved her for 35 years suffers, but he won't try to keep her from working.
I know that for her, it is better like this. With this, she's fighting her weakness, her disease. It's the real way, and this was exactly what could be expected from her.
On the equator, the sun rises at exactly the same time, year-round. In this remote region, basic diseases such as malaria and cholera are still common killers. Doctors are still desperately needed. The future of their hospital has become the Corti's greatest concern. Every other day they have radio contact with the country where they have many supporters, Italy. The Italian government and the Catholic Church have given them the means to expand St. Mary's. Italy's media made them heroes. There's a cartoon based on their lives, love, war, and dangerous living. Their reputation helps them set up a foundation headed by their daughter, who now lives in Milan. But on the ground, the hospital must count on Uganda and its doctors, especially Matthew Luquia. Electrocardiogram in hand, it's he who looks after Piero's health and the Corti's legacy.
They were really committed and they believed in what they were doing, and this is the difference with the other doctors. I mean, the other doctors were here for a short time to do their work, they were going away. But these two, Pierre and Lucille, they were believing in what they were doing. They had total commitment, and they were ready to give anything for what they were doing.
Her years here have made Lucille a believer in what she calls moral strength.
Moral strength, I think you have or you don't have. If you have it, you know, you go on facing the situation day by day. And I reach a point where you say, "But now this is too much, I cannot take anymore." You feel like make your suitcase and go back home. But if you are convinced of what you are doing, you must consider that if we go away, if we went away, then everything would have collapsed.
Lucille's devotion to the people of Gulu and to her life partner, Piero, has inspired generations of young Africans who want to be just like her.
To live with a man, to share his work, to share his dream, and to stay together, for me, this is ideal condition. And I wish everybody to be as happy as I am, you know.